the game like 3 times. I barely got my first.
Texas.
I tell you what, I barely got my first dub the other day. Like, and it wasn't. It was like I had Oregon and I was playing. I don't know who I was playing, but I finally got my first dub and I was pretty happy, even though like everybody was yelling like you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
but if it wasn't for
you were live streaming.
No. They were just here on the headphones. With
I got you.
And like I don't play.
Where was my invite?
I don't. It's not my video game. It's his video game.
Where was I at?
It's mine. It's not mine. I don't really be playing video games like that, bro.
You only come on Wednesdays, man.
Yeah, bro. You barely come Wednesday, bro.
We can hop on it afterwards.
You know, we over here
Y'all
working
didn't
just
even
one day a
text
week.
the nigga. Y'all just they don't even.
I know your socials work. I know your socials work.
This nigga will send me 25 bullshit TikToks, but won't send me an invite to come play video games. That's some bullshit.
It's not my video game. First of all, it's not my house. It's not my house. I can't invite you to if it ain't my house. And on top of that, you really don't reach out until before the Wednesday.
Bruh, because the only thing
Saturday, Sunday, we bored. We bored Saturday and Sunday.
Because the only time y'all text me back is in the group chat or when you send me TikToks.
I don't do it. I send you TikToks every day.
Exactly. They
so
always
you're supposed to be every day.
Let me show you what you sent me. Let me show you what you sent me.
Before we get into it,
hold on. Let me show you exactly what you sent me.
How many TikToks do I send you every day?
25.
No. That
nigga sent me Travis Kelce and Jason talking about
you know what
about a dick joke.
Hey, but you know what? Hold on.
The nigga sent me freaking. Look, I'm not bullshitting.
We about to get into this. Shout out to everybody that just tuned in. It's Riding That Sports. It's Riding That Sports.
It's Jason and Travis talking about a penis joke. It's goddamn. The Price is Right. I know you got it. It's DL Hughley talking about a joke with his wife. Something about the Netherlands.
You see this above TJ? You see this above TJ? We got a streak. We got a streak.
Look at this.
We got a streak.
Nonsense.
We got a streak.
It is not so. So what I'll do? Look. So I'll watch like 3 of them because I'm not gonna watch all of them, and then I'll send something like this. To keep the streak alive.
Hey, check this out. You know the difference is? The same things I send you, I send to him. And you know what? He responds.
So
he responds.
So act like I don't text you, be like, hey, bro, you want to go hoop? Hey, bro, you want to go fishing?
I
ask y'all niggas all the time. I ask y'all here, hey, bro, y'all trying to go fishing sometime?
I don't do no fishing.
I was the nigga that said we should get a Riding High tournament going at the studio. King said, yeah, man, that sounds like a slow line. Good idea right there, man. That's what the fuck King said.
Hey, you know what you should do? Hit up Leo for that.
I will. I will.
Yeah.
And he will say, I hit up Leo, be like, hey, what up, little bro? I be like, big bro, I'm trying to go fishing.
Hey, shout out to my
well, shit, I'm busy making moves today, but I'll get you. I'll get up with you later. Man, whatever. It's okay.
You know what it is?
This is great content, folks.
Hold on. You know, we going straight into it. It's Riding High Sports.
I'm really mad
live from Riding High Podcast Studios. This your boy Can Too. If I can, you can too. We got my co-host Lucky Lamar in the building. He all the way to the right.
Y'all go
in the middle, I know you see the famous white boy. He all the way around. TJ back in the building. Your famous fan. What up? We got DJ Little King in the back. We about to talk about some crazy stuff today. The whole thing's a lot to talk about. If you was on the Riding High TikTok page, you got to see a lot of the behind the scenes. If you was on Lucky's page, you got to see a lot of behind the scenes. But we're going to go straight into it right off the bat. Just because I know where we're going with this, I want to know about this. How do y'all feel? It came over the past couple of days. Lucky sent this to me on TikTok, and I responded.
I sent you something?
Yeah, no shit.
What did I send you?
You be sending me bullshit, but this one actually was good.
But because quality over quantity.
I tell you what. No.
You proved my point. Quality.
Yeah, because all the times it's just your shit and it's crap. But no. But you know what?
I work out.
Hey, check this out.
What's up?
Shit.
Somebody got a new stadium named after Pitbull.
What?
Yeah.
That's
what you said, asshole. That is what you said, and that's the only thing we did. It was good for you. That is what you said.
I did say
yeah, you did. No, it was great. Pitbull just bought the rights. What is it? FIU?
Florida International University.
He paid for him. For the next 5 years, he'll be paying $1.5 million.
Millie.
To be called Pitbull Stadium.
Here's my question.
How do y'all feel about that?
Here's my question. What's the mascot for FIU?
Not a damn pit bull.
They're the fucking Panthers. Why are we calling it Pitbull Stadium? Can you call it his actual name instead of Pitbull?
The name of his company?
No. But you know what's crazy?
What's
You
the
know
name of
what?
this company?
You know what the basketball arena is
something better
for
than Pitbull.
Louisville and College? KFC Yum Center.
For who?
Louisville.
Well, that makes sense.
That's for basketball, right? That's the name of their basketball stadium. KFC Yum
Yes,
with an
because
exclamation
Kentucky
center.
Fried Chicken is based out of Louisville.
Well, KFC Yum Center is where you can find the Louisville Cardinals
Because
playing games.
Okay,
Yums
well-
is the brand.
And you think
that-
People's bad? People's Stadium. I would hate to play at
I think it's
KFC
a
Yum
dope
Stadium.
name. I would love to play at KFC Stadium because that means I'm
Okay, no, it's KFC
Hey,
Yum.
free KFC,
whatever.
folks.
But you know
Finger
what?
looking
He
good.
should have named that stadium, Doug. To be honest with you, Pitbull Stadium is a dope name.
It
but
is a dope name.
He should have named it Dale.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Oh, do you know what he should have
I
named
agree.
it?
I concur.
Or he could have named it Mr. Worldwide.
Worldwide Stadium.
Worldwide
I can see it.
Stadium.
Worldwide
That would have been.
Stadium.
That would have been a little bit better.
Nah, I
And you
think,
could have had like
I think they
concerts and
trademarked that with
stuff.
Step Brothers. To
But
be
no,
honest with
it's
you, I don't
gonna-
think you can name anything
It's going to
worldwide.
be Pitbull Stadium
yeah,
for the
that's
next
true.
5 years
Prestige.
at 1.5 mil. They range for it, which is kind of crazy because as of right now, the Washington Commanders just lost their stadium privileges from FedEx, and they're looking for a new person to thing. And so my next question to y'all was, if Pitbull could come out and get a college team for 1.5 million a year for the next 5 years,
not
who
just
would
the
y'all want as a celebrity to sponsor the name for the Washington Commanders?
First of all, change it back to Redskins.
That's what I said.
Bring in John Riggins into it. A fucking legend for the Washington Redskins.
I think.
And build the team back up to where it was, where it used to be before the 2000s, where Joe Gibbs came into
Before
play.
the Sun took over?
Yeah, before the Sun
What was his
took
name?
over.
Snyder?
Fuck,
Is it right? Isn't it Snyder?
That was Joe Gibbs. Right?
No, the owners.
no.
The owners.
Gibbs was the owner.
I thought it was Snyder.
Yeah, it was
Dan Snyder.
No,
Dan
Dan
Snyder.
Snyder. Joe Gibbs
That's
was
right.
the coach.
Yeah, Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, I was
the
saying
head
Dan
coach.
Snyder's the owner and the son
All
of
right, I
Snyder.
got an idea. This is what they need to do.
Okay.
Since FedEx said, "Hey, we're out,"
Yeah.
you need to have. Okay, bear with me.
Okay.
You need to have Amazon,
Jeff Bezos.
UPS,
Elon
and
Musk.
goddamn, like the USPS, the mail system.
Yeah.
all have a delivery Olympics. The winner gets the naming rights to the stadium.
I bet you none of them participate.
Yeah. No, it's going to be...
Then
50
Amazon wins by default. Nothing else is new.
for
The other two
Washington-
don't do anything.
Okay, so for reference,
That fucking stadium is
so
horrible.
FIU, right?
Bro, it almost took
for
out Jalen
naming
Hurts.
rights, so
Yeah.
naming rights for FIU is 1.5 mil a year. Naming rights for the Washington Commanders is 15 mil a year.
Yeah, I
for
kinda
5
figured that.
to 6 years.
That's
So it's going to be
can't do
be
math.
somebody that's going to come up. It's going to be kind of
you
crazy.
said 15.
Yeah, it's 15 mil. It came out. They're literally taking the FedEx letters off these past couple
That's
days.
$75 million.
Yeah, yes, it's
That's
the money. It ain't chump change. It ain't
a
chump
tax write-off.
change. It ain't.
Yeah, no
it ain't
shit.
chump change. But supposedly,
A
all that
donation.
advertisement gives you a lot of. It's supposed to give you the 1.5 million revenue a month.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody keeps seeing it. It just how it works.
Not to mention every time that stadium's rented out, whether it be for like a soccer game,
or
a
concert,
freaking
anything.
concert, it goes.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. But they're also looking for a new stadium. You got to remember that too. They are looking for a new stadium to build. They want to get out of that place. That's another thing. So like you also got to keep that in consideration.
Yeah, building a new
I've
one in
heard that they might possibly move to Virginia.
Yeah,
If that's the new relocation.
That's a relocation. that they're thinking.
That's a
Yeah.
relocation. Possibly Virginia Beach would be a good spot
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, Adam Schefter just called us up and told us.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to.
Well, he's got.
I talked to
TJ
the guy.
got it. TJ got his.
Yeah,
number.
I talk to him every day.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does. He does. That's his uncle.
Crazy state. What about like West Virginia?
That wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't.
I mean,
but they're not going to go that far out.
You got Morgantown. Here's the deal with West Virginia. Like, Morgantown is a really good spot for college football. NFL, I think it would bring in a lot of marketing
Absolutely.
to West Virginia, like the whole entire state of West Virginia. That wouldn't be a bad idea, and possibly
But it's a small town market.
It is.
That's the thing.
Another state.
It's a coal mining. It's a coal mining industry town.
Another football state that I think deserves a football team if they were to move.
Yeah.
Being biased here, just like if Texas didn't have one, y'all would say, hey, they should come here, even though we don't.
No, I agree.
I think Texas should have another.
I think that the state of Alabama deserves a pro football team. I think that it could support it. Like, we show that 100,000 will come out and support Auburn.
Birmingham, Montgomery,
the Stallions.
The UFL.
The Stallions are doing so well.
The UFL are doing damage in Alabama, and you know what? The fans are coming out and they're watching. There's something like me and TJ talk about the UFL
because we love our own.
During the offseason, we keep in contact because he's my football guy. Yeah. Right? And he's the one. And we talk about, it was the Birmingham and San Antonio Brahmas that were, that came down to it.
It was a championship game, and
Go Stallions.
And you know what's crazy? The Brahmas did beat the Stallions.
Yeah, and earlier in the season.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Wade Phillips and everybody that was out there. All the people that played in those two games, players are going to move up. Those two games are going to highlight some players that are coming up to the NFL.
Yeah.
They're gonna make some rosters or some practice teams. So it was a really good turnout. But the one thing that translates the most from the UFL to the NFL now in 2024, and you already know I'm about to bring it up, go ahead, change y'all's italic, change everything else, dynamic kickoff. How do y'all feel about this as true football people? How do y'all feel about this? I know we've already seen it in the last, 2 to 3 years in the XFL and the UFL. We've seen this kickoff. It's worked perfectly in those situations, in those leagues. Now it's with the NFL. They are doing this. How do y'all feel about it?
I'll let you go ahead, Lucky.
I'm okay. So to be honest, first, I just got to see it practically in the NFL because you got to remember, the XFL, their extra point system is also
so you
different.
didn't watch the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, they
did it in the Hall of Fame game.
The extra point system as well?
No, the dynamic
I'm not
kickoff.
talking about, I know about the dynamic kickoff.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I'm getting there.
No, not the extra point.
No,
it's still going with field goal.
It's still field goal. We just talking about the kickoff.
I know. Let me get there. Let me cook.
Yeah.
So the XFL, not only do they have the kick, nigga, don't rush me.
Hey, you on bake right now as an oven because we talking about something you went somewhere else.
Because I'm trying to explain to you why I'm trying. Let me hang on.
Okay.
So the XFL has the 2, 3, or whatever point system in the extra points. In the NFL, now how are you gonna? They took out the onside kick. Mm-hmm. You can only do it when you're down. Right? Yeah. That's the reason why I think that the XFL is able to pull it off successfully because they have the extra point system for when you're down or when you want to get ahead. The surprise onside kick would be a great tool.
But in the XFL at the time, you could do it in whatever.
And also,
that has nothing to do with what it is now. NFL just changed it.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, if you look at the UFL and XFL and USFL, whatever we call it nowadays, They converted on fourth down for an onside. They don't do onside.
Yeah.
They do conversion on fourth down. That's the part I like about the spring game.
Yeah. Those are great.
I'm saying,
let's let him finish.
Yeah. Finish on the
what
dynamic.
I'm saying is like how you're going I'm so they don't have all the other parameters set up behind that kickoff. You know what I mean? They don't have the extra point system. They don't have the fourth down conversions. It's so much more than just a kickoff. They just took the kickoff. They didn't take the other systems that make that kickoff successful, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they did now because now you can't do onsides. You have to call it. You have to be in the fourth quarter, and you have to be losing.
But think about it. That Saints opening the second half of the Super Bowl onside would never happen again. You know what I mean? There's a key to onside kicks.
But that's the whole point of football.
I'm
not supposed to let you know what I'm doing. Why should I tell you what I'm about to do?
So if I can only do it when I'm down, it takes out the element of surprise that you were just talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But as a dynamic kickoff, how do you feel from the original kickoff to where we're at with dynamic kickoff? Because even before UFL and XFL did that, they had the dynamic kickoff before they extended the other rules. It's been like that for the last 3 to 4 years. So I'm asking, how do you feel about just strictly the kickoff? Nothing else really goes with it. The way they line up, the way they go. Do you like it or you don't?
I'm split. I like the fact that you get the return, but I don't think.
But do you really get a return?
you catch the ball and you take off. That's a return. I'm not saying you run it back for a touchdown. What I'm saying is like it takes out all the other. They didn't bring the other elements that make that kickoff system successful. You know what I mean? I like it on the surface, but I think it'll run into problems later on.
Like, see, I don't like it at all because it takes away the kickoff completely for me. What do you? Because what I love is what Devin Hester used to do.
But that's what they're bringing back. Like this modern day, the modern day kickoff before this rule change in the NFL, they were booting it out of the back of the end zone. That's why every kicker can kick 65 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here's where I'm gonna allude to that. All right, so. First of all, I honestly don't like it in the NFL. I like it in the spring league, but in the NFL, like he was alluding to earlier, there's factors that go into that kickoff that they don't implement. Yeah, thank you. The NFL thinks they can big brother everybody and that they can make up their own rules, but by using part of somebody's rules and implementing it into their rules.
And it doesn't fit.
And it looks stupid. It looks stupid as fuck. And I got to say this, too. I didn't even like the kickoff that we had before this dynamic kickoff. Mm-hmm. I think we should have kept it on the 20.
Yep.
Like the original kickoff, original kickoff, kept it at the 20. So that way we could have returns and less touchbacks. And I don't get why they keep mentioning safety injuries or injuries or whatever when you got more touchbacks and injuries than ever.
Exactly.
It's because
and before I finish, I watched a little bit of the Hall of Fame game. I was also at work when this happened. I honestly did not like it. And if you check out this guy, Randy the Plumber.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
I fucking love this guy. And I'm going to have him on my show.
Oh, dude, let us know.
Yeah, I DM'd him. He's open to it.
There you go.
I'm excited about it.
There you go. He's a good guy.
So, I love his takes because he reminds me of me. Okay? He's angry, bitter. The only thing is I look older than him. All right. So I tell you this. He broke it down perfectly the way I would have. Like if I went on a rant. I'm not on a rant mode with this. I just think it's stupid what the NFL stands for. No fucking logic whatsoever. No. And not for long.
Oh.
And it just doesn't make sense. Okay. Like this entire kickoff system doesn't work out. Announcing that you have to do an onside kick.
I don't like that.
Like if you watch the Coach JB show, folks in the chat or people that are watching,
dude from Last Chance.
Yep. So I talked to him too.
He's cool.
He's
cool.
JB?
Yeah,
JB.
I love that guy.
Yeah. So
cool.
he had an entire rant. Him and his co-host Darnell Smith, who works for Fox.
Yeah.
They pretty much broke it down perfectly too, in their own way. And it's funny, they were kind of calling each other because you got to announce. So, for example, if I'm down by 6 and Lucky Lamar's team is up by 6 and I have to kick an onside, I either got to radio him or announce it to the ref.
Exactly.
That I got to.
That's dumb.
So.
And then now,
so here's how they would go about it. All right, Lucky. So here's the plan. I'm gonna go an onside kick towards the middle. Hope your guys are ready for it. What's your game plan for it? And then he tells me his game plan. I tell him my game plan.
Timeout.
It doesn't make sense.
It's no different than you know what it is? I see it as no different than in basketball when you're like. You have an outside inbound play, and you come in and you set up for it, and the team sets up for it, and you see how they set up, and then you call a timeout because you know how they're going to try to play it. Because now that they see how we set up, we're basically telling what we're thinking about doing. So, but the only thing we have to do to change it is to call a timeout and redo the play. Yeah. Now in the NFL, you can't do that. No. You can't. If you're telling you're already doing onside, you got to stick with the onside. And that's what I'm trying to get. Like, because in basketball, like, you would see that all the time happen. Like, they set enough play, timeout, let's redo the defense, right? But the other team will do that. Yeah. But you can't do that now because now the offense, once they give it, you have to stay with it. And I don't like that in the sense of the fact that you're just basically showing your cards before you play your hand.
I get where you're going, but we're a little off. Imagine if in basketball, you're down 4, right? Mm-hmm. You make a basket, right? Now, instead of you having a chance at calling your foul, to get them
I
to
understand
the line,
you got to be losing.
Right?
I'm just doing.
Imagine like, okay, you make basket, right? Now you're down 2. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do as a coach in basketball?
Press.
But what are you trying to do? You're trying
to steal, but that's why I'm pressing.
You're trying to
full man coverage.
So now imagine you're honestly trying to foul, get them to the line, hope they miss one.
I'm trying to get a 5-second key, but right?
Now imagine you're down, right? They go to the line, they miss both free throws, right? Mm-hmm. But instead of you getting the ball back, they say, "Hey, Cantu, we get the ball because we scored," or something like that. Like, and now you just don't get basketball's weird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You ain't going nowhere.
Let me explain to you in the way I know.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Basketball has strategy, but football strategy is different.
I get it.
I know, but when you're kicking off the ball, right? Let's say I'm down in the fourth quarter, right? I'm down 14. I go score, right? Now I'm down 7. Mm-hmm. I can either kick the ball off, play defense, or I can say, you know what? They ain't stopped us all day. We shut them down the second half. Hey, coach, pop.
And that's what I was saying in basketball. Now, we're like in that end zone play, the opposite team knows exactly what I'm doing. Right? They know exactly what they're doing.
They know how you're set up, but they don't know how you...
It don't matter. Because it's no different than me saying, hey, I can tell you I'm doing the onside. Don't mean I'm doing it on the left. Don't mean I'm doing it on the right. I'm just telling the team I'm doing the onside. Because as the NFL rules, I'm just need to let you know I'm about to do an onside. Don't mean how I'm going to do it. But you just know it's coming. Right? And it's the same thing as if I'm doing an inside play. Don't mean if I'm going to do a pick and roll from the corner. It don't mean if I'm going to do a pick and roll to the fucking layup. You just know, hey, this is how they're setting up. And that is the whole point. That is the whole premise of it. If you know I'm going to do an onside, you're going to set up for an onside.
Exactly.
Yes.
But at the same time, though, the strategy is I don't want him to know that I'm kicking it onside.
I understand that. And that's what I meant. Like, there's a lot of times in basketball where you'll set up for a play, a team will see it,
they'll call a timeout and adjust. There's no adjusting to a surprise onside.
No, I get that. And that's what I'm fucking saying. If you listen, I'm saying like now in football, they can't do that, right? I have to tell you, this is what I'm doing. So you already know where I'm coming. It's like in basketball. If I set up a play, the opposite team has a chance to do it. Timeout. This is how we're going to cover it. And then I have a chance to redo my play. I can't do that in football. In the NFL now with the new rules. Yes. If I say that's what I'm telling you. If I say I'm going to do an onside, it's going to be a fucking onside. Yes, if I show up from the inside like in basketball and I'm going to do a press or whatever the fuck I'm doing, you know what I'm doing. I can't redo the play.
What I'm saying to you, though, is as a football coach and strategist, I don't want them to know that I'm doing onside.
I don't want people to know in basketball what I'm running either. But I'm just saying that is where I see where you're saying. Because in basketball, that happens a lot. It happens where I could set up for a play. You see it, timeout, and then I got to redo mine because I got to come different. In football, you can't do that. That's the difference what I'm saying. Where I say if I'm going to do an onside, now I got to stick with the onside. I can't change it up anymore after that. If I've already told the other team now with the new NFL rules, if I'm doing an onside, I can't go back from the onside. I have to stick with the onside. And then
also sticking with your point of the basketball debate, right? If, like, let's say if there's no longer the point of, hey, I'm going to, like, let's say if I want to kick it onside, like you said, I changed my mind. Back in the old days of like, oh, they're ready for this. Now I can boot it deep and I can put it in the corner.
Yeah, you can't do that now.
All I'm saying is the strategy of football itself, again, because you didn't bring the extra point system from the XFL.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
That's why the kickoff rule don't work.
And that's why I'm saying it's fucked
so
up.
flawed.
That's why I'm saying it's messed up because now I have to stick with what I call it. Where I was trying to show in a situation in basketball, when you do that, you have a chance to still rechange and move it. Now you can't. And I think that's messed up. We're like, if I say I'm going to do an onside because I'm losing and I told the other team, I got to stick with the onside.
Now, let me ask you guys this question.
What's up, G?
All right. So, do you think, because the NFL has been so poor as a product lately, let's keep it real, do you think that maybe this ideology that the NFL has that everybody's got to be inclusive to everything, and this is just the ideology that defensive players can't hit anymore or do a hip drop tackle, that these stupid rules that they have, do you think that it's hurting the game? Because I see it that way.
100%.
I see it.
100%.
I see it hurting the game more and more. You don't see guys like Ray Lewis or Brian Urlacher anymore. No. You don't see guys like Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu.
I got a guy for you.
Steve Atwater.
What's the dude from Houston?
Which guy?
The dude that would fucking hit people with no helmet on.
Oh, Brian Cushing.
Thank you. You're not going to see people like him.
No.
Because that dude was a
beast. Because there's too many of these fucking pussies that want big time contracts, especially quarterbacks. I'm sorry, Tua Tagovailoa is not worth $55 million. When Dan Marino in his entire career, also Randy the Plumber did shout this out, by the way. His entire career, how much did he have?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he made more than 3 or 4, right?
$51 million in total.
Dan needed a better agent. That's all I'm saying. Dan needed a better agent.
Different
era, different time.
Different era.
And I,
you know what?
But
I got a question for you. I got a question because it's going to lead into our new subject.
Okay.
Right? We're going to switch a little bit. I understand the fact that you feel like, the way it is going with football.
Yeah.
Then how do both of y'all feel about in 2028, the Olympics are going to be in L.A.?
I fucking hate it.
And
I already know where you're going.
Yeah, I know, but I got to ask you. Flag football is now going to be an Olympic sport. Now there's talks of letting NFL players play in the flag football. One, these are my 2 questions to both y'all.
Okay.
1, would you want to see NFL players play flag football? 2, would you rather it just be collegiate and high school players?
First of all, I would say hell no to the fucking NFL players. They need to focus on the NFL. They need to focus on playing the game of football.
But how would you feel about people that say that to the NBA players or to players that play professional sports already?
Different.
It's different.
It's different.
No. I'm not saying it's not. But I'm just saying.
To the people that are asking that question.
Yes. That is what I'm at.
To the people that are asking that question. It's completely different when NBA is, because they got 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, they do.
In basketball.
And a lot of people are mad that the 3-on-3 are players that don't play in the league and they play overseas when they think it should be young rookie players.
Let him
playing.
finish answering the question.
That was.
And I'm gonna answer this question too. It's completely different when you play flag football. Hell, you and I could play flag football and ball out.
Or man ball. I can play handball too.
Fuck, I could get fucking Fat G over there, over in fucking Rockport.
Shout out Fat G in Rockport.
I mean, he's one of my favorite bouncers of all time. But no, he could play flag football.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 yards pop.
Throw a little. It's been the biggest topic though.
Yeah.
But so you wouldn't want to see any NFL players playing flag.
I wouldn't even want to see collegiate players playing the Olympics.
Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
High schoolers.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
And now high schoolers, I understand that. Like, I understand, and they already have collegiate flag football teams.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So why would you put a guy like Quinn Ewers or Carson Beck or
it's no different than saying it's no different than saying that I can tell you this. It's no different than saying why I'm gonna if I was the owner of the Lakers
Yeah.
No difference than letting me say, like, why should I let LeBron James and Anthony Davis risk getting hurt?
Yeah, exactly.
No. And you know what it is? It's exactly that's the question. Are you willing to let your players go play for something else other than your own team when it comes to an Olympian sport, right? No. Because there's in NBA, baseball, and a lot of soccer, they're like, yes, represent your country. Where I feel like football would be the only sport that'd be like, I'm not risking my $50 million quarterback. No. But this is my argument to it. You have LeBron James. How much is he worth?
Billions.
And is he playing an Olympic sport that had nothing to do with the Lakers? He is. Why? Because he wants to do that for his country. And it's fine the way you want to go about it. I'm just saying both sides, this is what they say. How do y'all feel about it? I'm not saying that's how I feel. I'm just giving you both arguments. Okay. You go.
Football's way more of a risk than basketball.
I feel. But it's flag football.
That's still a bigger risk than basketball.
How's it any different than basketball?
Wait.
Can you get hurt?
Wait.
Paul George, break it?
Yes, you can. All those things can happen. But the reason why I think that it doesn't work is for NFL players.
Yes, sir.
Just sticking with NFL players. The reason why it doesn't work, when you're gonna have in the summertime, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember the draft is in February, so you have rookie minicamp. Then the summertime is training camp.
Draft's in May. February is the combine.
Yeah, whatever. Either way, so you have combine, draft, rookie minicamp. You have all these other things. Right now, they're gearing up for a season, right?
Yeah.
And basketball, how do you get in shape for basketball?
Summer league.
So, not your vets.
Not your vets.
How do you get in shape for basketball?
I have a question to that. So do you allow your players to play in the Drew League?
No. As an NFL owner,
Kansas
City Chiefs sold Patrick Mahomes.
No. But you just brought up basketball, right? The way they do. So in the summertime, you got the Drew League.
Yes.
A lot of players play. You can get hurt in the Drew League and lose your thing.
Okay.
So
now,
how's it any different?
I'm going there. So when does the Drew League take place?
Summer.
Before or after the season?
After.
Okay.
Or during the playoffs. They start going. It don't always start.
When do you see your LeBrons, your James Hardens, your Russells in the Drew League? After the season, right?
I'm sorry. When do you see James Harden that hard for?
Hold on. Who's that right there?
Who? Kevron Ellis said y'all done lost y'all's damn minds. Kevron Ellis said y'all done lost y'all's damn minds. Flag football more difficult than basketball.
Let me ask you.
Whoa. You say flag football more difficult?
No, he's saying he's going with the basketball argument. He's saying basketball is more difficult than flag football.
So let me ask you something.
I shout out to you.
The reason.
Yes, he's right.
Let me ask this gentleman a question, though.
He's right, though.
I was trying to explain why.
Did you actually play the game of football?
He did.
Did
you?
He played with me.
Okay.
That's my guy.
Okay.
He played on my team.
I was about to go
he
off.
Played.
But no,
I can validate him.
But
I got you, Kev.
The difference between basketball and flag football is you have a higher chance of injury, regardless if it's flag, regardless if it's tackle, than you do in basketball. And I understand where the basketball argument comes from, but at the same time, you could still get a lot more injuries.
Turf toe.
I was just answering the question.
I feel like you get injured in any of them.
I just want to clear my stance up. I was answering the original question of, do I want my NFL player to play flag football?
Go ahead.
So,
and I say no.
Why is because by the time this Olympics is coming up, I'm gearing up for my season. All that of the Olympics, all that other stuff is after the season. You can't come to an NFL program week 1 and be productive. You're not gonna do it.
And to answer this right here, by the flag football contact is forbidden. Here's my thing: you could still get injured without having contact.
Is this your battery thing?
You can get injured doing any sport.
Yeah, like you could get
any
turf toe.
Okay, I tell you what.
You could pull a hamstring, calf string.
Hey, you could light a firework and blow up her hand and still be Garcia. What's the homeboy from the Giants?
Oh, yeah.
Right? You can do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, it don't matter. Everything is fucking crazy outside of fucking sports. So let's not go there because a lot of other sports let you compete for your country in the Olympics.
Not when they're gearing up for a season, unless you're the WNBA.
I'm pretty sure LeBron's gearing up for this season, and he's playing, right?
Are the Lakers in training camp?
I'm sorry, no, they're not. You know why?
Okay, that's why they're in the Olympics.
And they're what?
To get in shape for the NBA season.
Everybody gets in shape.
Wait, when's the NBA season?
You know what? They do the Drew League and they do other stuff like we just said.
Okay, so the NBA.
Your whole thing was about fucking making sure they don't get hurt.
Hold on.
My whole thing was because we're gearing up for the season.
Playing no motherfucking horse, man. Come on. Come on, Kevron. It's me back here.
Wait, hold on. You said getting hurt playing horse?
Playing no horse, man.
Bro, they ain't 50, 60 years old, bro. They got insured. They got good body.
You got me out of shape like a motherfucker.
He said, hold on, bro. He's like, I got a lock on my leg, bro. Nah, come on, man.
Twist.
Come on,
so,
bro.
Wait,
who the fuck are you? Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Come on, bro.
So, let it rain.
Bro. Come on, bro. You can't. Horse.
Y'all be quiet real quick.
Okay.
Horse, dog.
There y'all go. Continue.
Come on. Horse, bro. You can't even get her play pig. Get the why you can't get up, bro? Come on,
I don't know.
man.
I hurt my shoulder put up some shots yesterday.
You just sit your old ass down here, bro.
Real, bro.
I ain't old yet, bro.
If you get hurt playing horse, see the doctor.
Hey, no. I'm halfway age.
Get on a fucking treadmill if you get hurt on horse. If you get hurt on horse, that's a sign that you need to fucking
defend him on that
weight.
But to be honest, in any sport you play outside of your sport, you have the possibility.
I didn't say anything about.
Hold on. Let's go with Kevron's argument right quick. Kevron you said yourself you could get a fat dudes off a couch to play flag football. How many of them can hoop?
Hell no.
Hold on, let him answer.
Oh, thank you.
Anybody can hoop.
Only Derek on my side for one.
No, I'm just saying let him answer. Because we got viewers that we gonna interact with the viewers. So you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Kevron right now.
Hey, Kevron, I know I can't dunk, motherfucker. So I know my skin. I can't dunk. But I'll bring out that white chocolate.
Rain Man.
What is that?
Fucking.
I think we need a pause on that.
You never seen the Long Cane Polly?
Oh, yeah.
Rain Man.
Let it rain.
Let it rain.
That's what I just said earlier.
That's what it was. I thought that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
First of all, Kev, I didn't even say anything. I'm on your side. What did I do?
No, but
I stood up for your goofy ass. I'm putting you. I ain't your friend no more.
Kevron.
And I know I can't go.
Look, listen. Anybody, I'm not saying just fucking fat. I'm not even fat. I weigh 200 pounds, by the way. I used to weigh 155 playing corner in Ingleside, so that explains a lot. But I'm saying average Joes could go out there and play flag football. It doesn't have to be collegiate athletes out there. What I'm saying
we could put together a flag football game at the family reunion type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. At the fucking barbecue. At the barbecue reunion, you know? Like,
barbecue reunion.
Yeah. Something.
That nigga said barbecue reunion.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good.
You know what? Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch this later, man. And we really appreciate it.
Shout out to Billy.
We want to do more of this interaction feed.
Yeah.
I have terrible eyes, so I can't see what they're saying. So all these guys are going to read it. But thank y'all so much for doing all this. And let's go back to it.
Wait.
I want to see Jalen Ramsey locking down Tyreek Hill for a change. That's what I want to see.
Thank you.
I want to see him not get burnt by goddamn, who was it with the Bengals? Was it T. Higgins and Jamar Chase?
Jamar Chase.
So what was y'all argument with NFL owners let their...
My argument is...
what was the question? Would NFL owners let their players...
That was the original question.
The original argument is... The original thing was, do you think... So, like, in other sports where, like, NBA, baseball, and they let their players go play in the Olympics. Do you think NFL is going to let them do that in flag football?
No.
I don't think so.
Hell no.
And then we were talking about why, and that's where it went from there.
Man, them NFL owners be damn near not even wanting their quarterback to goddamn play catch.
Shout out to Block.
You are invited to the barbecue.
I'm invited to the barbecue.
As long as you don't bring casserole.
I don't bring that shit.
But at the same time,
I don't bring
a lot
that
of it.
shit.
A lot of it was like, a lot of people didn't know, and a lot of NFL players, since they heard about this, want to do this, and it's not like You're getting linemen. You're just getting wide receivers, cornerbacks.
Yeah, and
you know how fragile an NFL receiver is nowadays? You breathe on them.
But I'm just saying, a lot of them are responding to it.
If they were to bring flag football to the Olympics, what you would you would just have to get some amateur
well, we already have
or some dudes who play college that didn't make it to the league, but are still in shape.
So what you don't
so what you have to get them XFL, UFL type dudes.
So what a lot of people don't know, there is already a flag football league international. USA already has a team. It's been growing. They've been doing it on the Junior Olympics for a while. It's similar to the skateboarding, surfing, breakdancing. If it does good enough, they bring it to the adult side. That's what they're doing in 2028.
But you got to remember though.
But they haven't decided. They haven't decided if it's going to be allowed with NFL players, and NFL has not allowed that. It won't.
He said, "Don't bring K2 to the."
No, hit him with a womp womp.
Man, are you kidding me?
No, he's not.
This fool right here. I tell you what, I've seen free cook food and I've seen free eat food. I don't want none of it. If it had that cookout, I don't want none of it. I seen what he eat and it ain't that good. That beard is the only thing that's great about that man. Other than that, it ain't no cooking. It ain't nothing else.
Did you just say his fucking beard is weird?
That boy, nah.
He hit him with that MGK right there.
Nah,
beard is weird.
Say what you want, but nah.
No, but I will say
shout out Freak though.
Nah, yeah, shout out.
He did my logo and he did a great job. Y'all need any graphics? Hit him up. He did a good shit.
I need somebody to print shirts.
But to my point, to the whole flag football NFL thing, it should never happen. I don't even think even Division I football players should even.
It will
especially
happen
Power 5.
on one condition. On one condition, it will happen.
NIL.
That's what's in let me.
No, not NIL. On one condition, it'll be just like basketball. It's gonna take somebody smacking America in flag football for them to say, "Hey, let the pros come."
Wait.
No, you ain't lying.
Don't nobody want that black ass chicken. Who's that to?
He's talking about freaks.
Yeah, but we ought to see if we could, bro. We ought to see if we could. You know, there's a reason why at Smoke Walk we don't let Freak cook. We don't let
the wizard cook.
We don't let him cook.
He gonna put some pixies.
We let him freestyle. We don't let him cook.
That's like smoking with Hector from Friday. You don't do that.
No. I really don't know. But wow. But going on from that, from what you're saying, it was just crazy because like a lot of people were like, "No, it's like, hey, flag football's coming to the Olympics."
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts.
And it's crazy that your boy Jalen Hurts opened up.
My guy.
Yeah. It was all over. It was all over.
Patrick Mahomes was busy. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying. They sent Barack Obama instead. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Barack Obama.
Okay, I'm gonna go into a topic that y'all are more educated than me on.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go right into it. There was a big argument before you got here, TJ. We're gonna go South Texas high school football because it's about to pop up.
Woo! 361, baby. Let's go.
That was loud.
I know.
I just messed with you. No. But seriously though,
you sound like the fan of. No, you sound like the parent of the person that finished.
Yeah.
Woo! That's my baby.
My baby got that. It's a participation trophy, and he love it. No,
I'm not one Karen out there.
No. But seriously though, this is something that y'all are y'all have expertise in this.
Yeah.
It's coming up because let's be real. In 28 days, college football is about to start.
Yeah, 2 days to start.
Yes, yeah, right. So right now, that means high school football really about around the corner.
Y'all just started today.
And if y'all don't know, shout out to everybody. If y'all don't know, TJ, Lucky, they're the people down here that fuck with South Texas high school football. They're going to tell you about everything all the way down to the valley, all the way to tip top to the Texas, from the east to the west, all the way in between, Central Plains. It don't matter. They got it. They locked it. Make sure you follow them on their TikToks and all their socials because they're going to keep you posted all high school football along with them. They're the greatest at it. I'm not that one particularly into it, but these two right here are the ones that are going to tell you, and we're going to talk about it right now, straight off the get-go. I'm going to ask both of y'all. I'm going to ask top 5 teams that you're most excited for in South Texas. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to do top 5 that you don't think are going to perform like they did last year.
Ooh.
I don't know which one wants to go first. Go first. Put the camera on them and let them go.
Lucky, you want to start on this one?
Give me top 5 performers. Give me Miller.
Okay, yeah, that's...
Hold on, let me take a look.
Is this going to be in order? Or
Nah, no particular order. I can't rank them.
Okay.
But if I had to do an order, it'd be Miller.
Yeah.
I think Alice is gonna be nice.
Yeah, I like Castellanos over there.
So my brother is a defensive coordinator at Kingsville now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he worked for Castellano for a couple of years in Taft.
Yeah.
Dog. Let's see. I like. I think Flower Bluff's gonna be all right.
Yeah, they usually start slow and then they go all the way.
You can't get rid of them.
They're Hornets.
You can't get rid of them. I got rid of some Hornets. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
It's on TikTok.
Let's see. Carol is boo-boo right now. I'm not going to do that, son. But I'm going to stick with Carol. And fuck it, I'm going to rock with Kingsville. And then I'm going to just give my not top 5, King, Moody. King, Moody, Ray.
Yeah.
Surprise team.
One of those 3 are still going to make it to the playoffs.
One of them still going to make it to the playoffs.
Carol.
I already said Carol.
No, I was throwing up the seat.
I don't think Vets is going to be that dynamic this year.
Yeah, they lost a lot on the skill set.
And then I think outside of Corpus, but I think PSG North takes a step back.
Ooh, that's an interesting take. That is an interesting take. Even though they've been really
dominant
in the last couple of years, maybe even 5 years, I would say. Yeah, I really like Poston North, but top 5 for me to watch this year. Obviously, it's going to be Miller. I want to see how they do against DeSoto.
Bro, that game.
Because that's going to tell where Corpus is as far as the entire landscape of football. Yep. And I got something to say about Miller fans before.
I got a lot of them that follow me.
But I love Miller fans because they're so passionate about their team. I said a couple months ago that if Miller were to lose only by 14 to DeSoto, that would say a whole lot about how well this program has been built.
Exactly.
In the sense. So then they have an alumni page.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So this alumni page didn't even tag me on this.
Miller has an alumni page, like alumni Facebook page.
For real? Okay,
like a group, like a Facebook
Okay, I got
group.
you.
Yeah. So this one guy, he tagged me.
You talking about Joe?
I think so.
Old school dude?
I think so. I don't know, but he said something that kind of, well, it started off when somebody told me, hey, someone tagged or didn't tag you, but they screenshotted a comment that you made about Miller and kind of started talking shit. I was like, what?
Uh-oh.
I was like, what do you mean talking shit? I'm probably the most Miller sympathizer outside of Miller, you know? And next thing I know, I see this fan, very passionate fan. I'm not knocking him for that. What I am knocking him for is misunderstanding what I'm saying. You're dealing with the number 1 team in the state. In my opinion, the number 1 team in the country.
They're the number, actually,
number
by Max
5.
Pex. Yeah, I thought they were number 6. Number 5? Okay, bet.
Yeah, they're number 5 in the country in Max Preps because you got all those fucking prep schools in front of them.
From California and shit, the Modern Days and all them damn schools.
IMG and all them fucking.
IMG, Florida?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Bradenton, Florida.
Shout out Quattro.
So he was saying that I forgot what all he said, but it boiled down to we have a lot of confidence in our team. I understand that, but don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Corpus doesn't have the talent that DFW has. It's just facts.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. That's just what it is. And
population-wise,
it's not 1960 anymore where everybody was equal. It's not the fucking 90s when Carroll was a fucking thing or Cal Allen with Phil Danaher.
With so, like, piggybacking on your point, like, the thing that I always stress is, like, the reason why it's not like that now is because there's 6 5A high schools in Corpus Christi alone. Then you have the outskirts schools, like you have your Furios, your Cal Allens, your freaking Londons, your West Osos.
Yeah.
Like, so it's pulling talent in so many different directions.
It would also prove the point to what y'all are saying. And maybe this is just me looking out. Maybe this is me looking outside in because y'all were football players.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like this proves the most point of what y'all are saying. Is when I was growing up and I was in school or D and everything, we was there in Carroll. We would do great, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We would do great. We probably go.
Did pretty all right.
Hey, but I tell you what, first round of the playoffs, we out.
I made it to the
we
second.
might go 10-0. First round, we out.
I made it to the second round.
I understand that. I understand that, but you was a little bit later.
Nah.
Right, you was a little bit later.
Yeah.
I made it to the second round.
Yeah, but you was a little bit later than when I was, right? Right, and it came to the point for the same thing, and my dad would say this all the time. Yeah, them boys can play till they play some San Antonio boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Till they play somebody that actually got competition. Because when it came to me playing basketball, and my parents, played college sports and they did stuff, they were like, you ain't going to no basketball camps in Corpus.
Yeah.
We sending you a basketball camp in Dallas. We send you to a basketball camp.
Because they have the...
We send you to a basketball camp in Louisiana. You know why? Because that's where the talent was.
Yeah, all of my camps I did were in Houston.
Right? And
it's not just the talent either. It's the resources.
Yes. And I would get asked all the
Football's
time.
a mentality sport.
I would get asked all the time, what school do you go to? And when I would tell them Corpus Christi,
Yeah.
the first words that came out of their mouth would be like, do you go to Ray? Because at the time, Ray was the hottest thing out of Corpus.
Out of baseball?
No, basketball.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, because they
Because I know they're good.
They went all the way to state final. They did their thing. At the time, Dallas coaches, Houston coaches, when I would go to camps, they'd be like, "Oh, you from Corpus Christi? You go to Corpus Christi, Ray?"
Yeah.
Or like that. That'd be their first question.
But you were a basketball player, though, right?
Yeah, I was a basketball player.
Speaking from a football head who had to move here from outside of the state. Like, my brother made sure that when I moved here, I went to Carroll to play football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I knew about, not necessarily knew on a wow level, but like I heard of the school. And then like I knew of like when I first moved here, bro, the first football game that I saw a playoff game between North Shore and Judson in like 2007, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
bro. I thought
so. Your bar for high school football here in Texas was set high.
Yeah.
So like when I like now mind you, wait. So like because when I first got here,
corporate schools.
Yeah. So like when I got here, right, I spent like my first couple of weeks in Houston, like getting settled in before we made the drive down here. So my first football exposure as a young bull was North Shore Judson at Rice Stadium.
That
you know what I mean?
That was a fantastic game.
That was that was my first real life Texas football. You know what I mean? So and then not to mention
and if you look at the history behind North Shore and Judson, like traditional history,
right there, right?
And then to be like, and then to go, like, so when I first coming in, like my brother's like, you're going to Carroll, so I'm Googling Carroll, and I don't get Corpus Christi Carroll, I get South Lake Carroll.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, I'm about to go. This school is 6A. They're dominant.
When I was at A&M, I used to tell people I'm from Carroll. I went to Corpus Christi. Well, South Lake Carroll, you have that great football. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm from Corpus Christi.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I was like, it was nothing to do with.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they had hit you up with the you lying. You don't got that bleach blonde hair.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no, that was a whole different. I would get that a lot. Like San Antonio, I went to Carroll. They're like South Lake Carroll, and then they asked like, you know somebody? I was like, bro, I went to Corpus Christi Carroll, like Mary Carroll. Nah, what you thinking about football dynasty?
No, but let's get your other four.
All right, so I got Miller at number 1. This could be in order. For 2, I would actually like to see the new Cal Allen, not the Steve. That's not the Steve Campbell era.
Kids this summer.
The Phil.
They're gonna be nice.
Yeah. I saw little glimpses of what their offense is going to be like. It's not Phil Danaher era anymore. It's the Chris Reeve era. I like what he brought.
Tell him, Kev, we ran everything from 2007 to 2011. Any sport, football, basketball, tennis, won a state championship in baseball in our class. What's up?
And then lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Hey, I made it to the second round, sir.
Graduate.
I made it to the second round.
You say 07, 011, I graduated 06. Trust me, I was there from 02 to 06.
So what the fuck was wrong with y'all?
Bro, same shit.
We got it done.
Same shit.
We were getting it done.
Same shit.
We were getting dubs. I don't know about y'all. We were getting dubs.
Just like that. Just like in every other sport.
We were getting dubs.
2 rounds in the playoffs, we done.
That's every school in Corpus, though.
That's what I just said. And that's what's going to them about the talent in the cities and the population and everything.
I will say this about Baylor, that their transit
Facts, they did kick us out of the district. They put us up there with freaking Judson. They put us out there with that we played Judson and we played Wagner. We played dude, we had Judson, Wagner, East Central, Southwest, Highlands, South San. We were in a San Antonio district, still getting bodies.
See?
So
that's what's up.
Fuck
so
you
like,
mean?
with us, and we was only we got to do.
That's a schedule right there.
The only thing we got to do was San Antonio Judson and San Antonio Reagan.
But y'all played them in
Victoria.
The playoffs.
Yeah,
No.
Yes, y'all did.
We played them in our district.
We would also play them in. We would play them in our season, but they
whether
weren't in our district. They weren't in our district.
Is it
shout out to CJ Cruz?
No. We
that
played
was
them before.
No,
that's what we
were they in your district?
That's what we
were
played.
They in your district?
Yeah. That's what we. No, that's what I just said.
So they weren't in your district. These guys were in our district, is what I'm telling you.
I literally just said we played Reagan and Judson before, and never were in our district. But that's who we would play.
Well, he's saying
to go out.
What I'm saying
they
I
play.
know. That's what I said. Never in our district. We didn't play them. That was the only competition we would get. Like really.
Yes.
Then we would go outside of that.
So your only competition you would get really? We had to prepare for them for 4 years. Basketball, football. Baseball.
Did you play all them sports?
I ran track against them and I played football.
Play all them sports?
How you go ask me a question and not let me answer it and say I don't give a fuck about it? You gonna inquire about some shit and not want the answer?
All right.
That's retarded.
What did you all play? What did you all play?
I played football and I ran track, sir.
Okay, the 2 sports.
Yeah.
And then the 2 sports. That was hella competition, right? Because you was playing them San Antonio teams.
Yes.
That's what I just fucking agreed to you.
But the difference is, though, you played them in the playoffs.
I didn't say the playoffs. I literally said before district. Do you not understand what before district
means? The preseason, the regular season.
That's what I just fucking
you
said.
You can afford to lose to them, right?
I don't give a shit. I just literally just said we played them to get ready for it because we didn't have no competition.
Hey, DJ, remember that
to the fucking thing I just said.
DJ, remember the argument?
Man, you gonna walk home. I swear to God, you ain't listening.
That's fine. I don't need you for shit, nigga. I got here by my.
Don't be saying that shit.
I don't need you for shit.
You be calling for a ride. Calm down.
That's
DJ.
fine.
I'm literally telling
you. called me to be a fucking co-host. Who
I didn't. I didn't.
Hey,
I
DJ.
Didn't. Let's be real.
DJ.
Man, come on.
DJ, so remember the argument that I had about Victoria West and Victoria East?
I played them too.
Going into...
They were in our district.
Yeah, Victoria's in ours.
So... Remember the argument that I had about San Antonio schools playing against Victoria West and East?
Yeah.
It's the same argument that I have for Carroll going up there to face Wagner.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with the competition level. It has to do with the travel, having to do with the coaches that dealt with that. And you know that from experience.
Bro.
And we had a conversation about this.
But I also feel like
we had an argument.
We had an argument.
They were in our district.
I feel like them. That's what I'm saying. I feel like them schools being in their district, it may suck for travel, but at the same time, it make them better.
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah,
and that's
I agree with that.
And that's why I said we played them before because we were trying to get better for district to get better in the playoffs. But we never played them in district. We ended up playing like Wagner and Reagan. We would do them preseason to get up. We played Louisiana schools. We played Houston schools.
I get what you're saying, though.
But I'm saying in district we did not have that play. And I said that.
But that don't equivalate to what he's saying is only
and I get that. And that's what I was just saying.
I get what you're saying. I respect the fact that y'all had to play them in the preseason or when you got to the playoffs, right? But in order for us to get to the fucking playoffs, we had to get through the teams that y'all were like, fuck, we got to play this team.
And that's
we didn't have that option. Hey, bro, week 8, y'all got Judson. Week 9, y'all got Wagner. Week 5, y'all got East Central. And week 6, you got Victoria East or Memorial.
And that's why I literally said, even 2 minutes ago.
Though. If we don't win that game, we don't see them again. You can lose that game and see them again.
I know that. And that's why I said we only played in we didn't play in district. We didn't have like that. From what I said to 06 when I graduated, that was our schedule. It changed. Like you said, it changed afterwards. I'm agreeing with you, but I don't think you're listening to the goddamn thing. But you're not listening to what I said. Yeah,
no, you just felt like you had to be a part of the argument, and you couldn't let him get his shine on, so you had to bring up y'all playing San Antonio schools too.
Dog. It got none of that bullshit.
San Antonio schools
I'm just saying okay, from my
Miller, Cal.
Okay, who's your number 3?
All right, number 3. I like Ruben Garcia and the Kingsville Brahmas this year.
My brother's on that staff.
Yeah. Shout out to your brother, by the way.
Appreciate it.
I think I did meet him out there in Ingleside when they had.
He's usually out there with them scrimmage.
Bigger.
Yep, bigger black guy.
Yeah, I think I met him before. But,
probably shook your hand like this.
Yeah.
What's up? Nice to meet you, dude.
Yeah. I met him.
He was like, cool.
Had the pleasure to talk to Ruben Garcia. I like his talent.
They're gonna be nice.
They are gonna be cold this year. Watch out for the Brahmas in Kingsville. For the team I'm really excited to watch, I hate saying this with the.
You want to say Ingleside? You probably was gonna say
Sinton.
I said it for you. You didn't even have to.
Yeah,
you wanted to.
There's a Sinton Miller game this year too, right?
Bro.
Yes.
Oh,
it's gonna be lit.
Sinton is bringing in a lot more talent back. Nice. They got Tristan Hansen at quarterback, who is a outstanding dual threat. I think he's going to be electric this year.
Nice.
And it helps that Cuero is losing their quarterback and Ingleside's losing their quarterback. So now you got more of a open span of who's the best quarterback in the district. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that he's going to be the best. I'm just saying you got more of a opportunity for him to be the best. Number 5 for me, and it's going to shock y'all when I say this probably, Refugio.
I like that pick.
So
you could never doubt Refugio.
So Jason,
what's the pick for?
So Jason, this top 5 best.
Best.
Yeah,
okay.
Or who I'm excited to see.
Okay.
Refugio, without Jason Herring for the first time since whenever, is going to be pretty crazy. I mean, it's kind of similar to what the Phil Danaher and Steve Campbell situation is over there.
So for people that don't know who that is, who is he and what position?
Jason Herring is the head coach. Was the head
Bless
coach
you.
Thank you.
for Refugio.
He's not there no more.
He's there as like a athletic director. So they're doing the athletic director and head coach thing. Where he's stepping down as a head coach, but he's staying
as athletic director.
It's a smart move. He's getting older. I think some of his philosophy has kind of died down because now Ganado has caught up to you. Timpson has caught up to you. Holly has caught up to you, and this is 2A football that we're talking about.
And these are all the coaches from the schools that are around the area.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not around the area; it's around the state.
Okay,
because,
but I'm just saying because there's a lot of people that, like for instance, there's going to be a lot of people watching that don't know.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of break it down. A little bit.
So this is statewide, folks.
Okay.
That I'm specifically talking about. Everyone around the area is.
Corpus teams.
Yeah. But he's also talking about. You're also talking about coaches not only in this.
He's talking about.
Right.
Schools. He didn't tell you nothing about the coaches.
He just said coaches names.
Well, I'm talking about like the schools and the state of the program.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically,
I'm just trying to figure.
It's the state of the state of the program for Refugio. Mm-hmm. The philosophy is starting to die down with Jason Herring. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying that they won't ever be successful ever again. That's false. Mm-hmm. I think that Refugio has enough talent to win state in 2A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they always stay down in 2A for some reason.
Because they always win state.
Yeah. But all I got to say is I'm really excited to see what Courtney Cox, that's the name of the coach over there now. Mm-hmm. He was an offensive coordinator. He just got hired on to be the offensive coordinator.
So who's going to be Refugio's biggest opposition this year?
Someone in playoffs.
Nobody in preseason. Nobody.
God, I do need to look at their schedule for that. But he's got me. Okay. But I'm really intrigued to see what happens with Refugio this season. If they're gonna because it looks like they're going to still run the same offense. They still have that gunslinger in Keelan Brown, who I think could potentially be a D1 prospect. They just had Flash go into Texas A&M to play football, which you already know about that.
Yep.
So here's their schedule right here.
Got Catula.
So, yeah.
Oh, my fault. It's already up.
London.
So Catula's going to be decent, but they're going to kick the shit out of them.
You think? Well, London going to do some work. What about Edna?
That's going to be a tough one.
That Edna game's going to be a good one.
Edna?
They
Where is Edna?
They had
Where is Edna?
over there by Victoria.
Okay.
So Edna, they have
Farm boys.
Oh yeah, corn fed.
No, there's a bunch of black people over there. That's why my kinfolks is from Edna. They thugging it over there.
That don't mean nothing.
They thugging it over there.
I'm sorry. Hey, Derek, don't you got family in Hearn and Caldwell?
Hearn.
Right, and they go to A&M, and they go to A&M, an agricultural school. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these farm boys come this way. That's what
I tell you what, though, Edna's the home of the most famous Texan of all time. Motherfucking Stone Cold
Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? He ain't even Texan. Cypress Christian, I think they'll blow him out.
What about Fremont?
Blow them out.
I don't see a tough schedule for them.
Fremont probably won't get a first down, brother.
God damn. Okay, what's the school after Fremont? Because I don't
Coffer.
Where's
Riviera?
that? I don't see a tough.
Riviera, Coffer.
They probably get three first downs.
They about to smack the Buckaroos. Skidmore's about to get skidded on.
Bro, these
Three Rivers about to get smacked.
The teams that you see with the Stars are their district schedule, and I'm gonna just be honest, and I don't even know how good Refugio is gonna be this year, but between all those games that you see with Stars, those opponents may score a total of no more than 20. I'm gonna say it right now, 28 points.
I think Santa Maria and Three Rivers will be the toughest out of the
28 points between Fremont, Coffer, Santa Maria, Freer, and Three Rivers. I'm calling 28 points total. Freer, all those schools.
Freer is hit or miss. Skidmore.
They still getting smacked.
What is the... Okay, so I got a question.
But yeah, back to the Edna game. I think that'll be the game to where... Because they always have good bouts.
What is it? Okay, what would be an equivalent school as Refugio? In North Texas. That is a name, like, people probably know.
You can't really say because Refugio's a 2A school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And those schools aren't really known. It's just Refugio's known so well in South Texas.
I would say Mart would be the closest thing to Refugio. Yeah, but Mart's been consistent in the state championship appearances as of late. And they have the same amount of titles and same amount of playoff wins. Think about that. Same amount of
appearances and everything.
Winning seasons.
Got you.
Streak wise.
Got you.
They have 44.
Just because I know there's a code you could put in. You could be Refugio on the NCAA.
Yeah.
25.
I got Ingles. I made Ingleside on there.
You made Ingleside?
I need to.
Can they do any high school?
Yeah.
Okay, I
got fucking DeSoto. I got Colleen. I got.
So where would you? Okay, where I guess as y'all as high school.
Oh, I need to finish my 5 teams that I'm not excited. Yeah. Okay, let's start off with the 3 schools I'm really not excited about. This one's gonna be hard for me because one of my former coaches that actually coached me at DBs is over there. Love you to death, Coach Johnson. Hey. But. I don't see Moody doing anything special this year.
Okay.
Just because of the talent factor, they're young.
I got an opinion on Moody.
But
I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about it here in a little bit. Ray, they've been hit and miss for the past 2 decades. I feel like.
Facts.
King.
You can move on.
What? Yeah, I'm just gonna move on.
So you shouldn't even have them on your 5, expecting them to be like. I'm talking about like people like that were good that you don't think they're gonna do.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, if you already knew King and shit was shit last year, don't fucking say they're gonna be shit this year.
You know what? You're right.
That's what I fucking.
I did them injustice, so I'm taking them off my teams that I think are gonna fall off.
They fucking suck. They suck.
Yeah.
Somebody that was.
I actually have Victoria East.
Okay.
Because they just lost their.
Wasn't that like an entire senior class in the East?
Yeah. Victoria East, they just went 8-4 last year off of a 4-7 season in 2022, thanks to Chris Reeve. It was his first season there, and then he took the job at Cal Allen, which is kind of sketch, or kind of
either he knew something, like that team probably wasn't
or Cal Allen had
the bag.
I don't know.
It could have been both,
because they got a lot of things going on in Cal Allen that they've been trying to fix over there at the school, majorly, but I don't know the whole. I like Chris Reeve. I like his philosophy behind the game. I don't want to get into the whole story behind what happened between Victoria East and Cal Allen about Chris Reeve, like what made the decision or whatever. But I think Victoria East, they lost a lot. Okay. So I think they're going to fall off just a little bit, but they're in a San Antonio district as well. So I think it's going to be tough for them. Victoria West, they're in a San Antonio district. They lost quite a bit. And last but not least, I am going to say this team right here. It's going to be shocking for a lot of Texas folks that actually pay attention to Texas high school football. But I'm going to say Cuero. Even though
2 questions.
All right, so Cuero lost a lot of talent. They could rebuild it. I'm not saying they're going to drop all the way down in the district that they're in. They actually have a much easier schedule than what they've had as far as district. The only challenge really that I see them having is Sinton. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say my alma mater because my alma mater is going to Cuero. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm commentating that game, so that's going to be interesting.
Oh, you got to teach me how to do that.
You just got to be yourself on there. And
I'm trying to do it with you one day. Let's get it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Let's get Chris 6 News together. Gabriel Trevino. Let's get them going. But I think Cuero is going to not fall off to the brink of the earth or to the edge of the earth. I think that they're going to be great. They're going to be tough. But I don't think they're going to beat Miller. I don't think they're going to. I'm going to say this right now. I don't think they're going to beat Sinton this year. Sinton's
going to be tough for anybody this year, I think.
Yeah. They have so much hype. Sinton has so much hype on them right now. It's not even funny. And the reason why I didn't say Ingleside is because we're still trying to figure out our quarterback room.
Y'all are that's a young team overall, right?
Yeah, it's still a relatively young team. We just lost some pretty crucial players like J.C. Smith, who tied the national receiving touchdown record.
Nice. Where'd he go?
He went to North Texas. So he's making a splash over there. Shout out to J.C. Smith.
Shout out J.C.
Shout out.
And shout out to James Smith, his father.
Hell yeah.
And,
shout out.
And also Voodoo, his other son, Jordan, who's going to be playing his senior year this year at Ingleside.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Who I think is going to be one of the top DBs in South Texas.
Bro, speaking of DBs,
yeah,
I would say that South Texas, its football is starting to become like more prevalent, right? But
yeah.
I will say this though, we were known for putting out good linemen out of Flower Bluff or Cal Allen or whatever, but I think that we're starting to put out better quality of defensive backs.
Yeah, we just had like offensive lineman wise, we had a kid back 2 years ago.
Virginia Tech?
No, he went to USC.
Oh, and okay.
Yeah, he went to go fight on with Lincoln Riley. He played at Cal Allen.
Nice.
We had I know this because a buddy of mine who went to school back and forth between Ingleside and GP, that was his brother, and his brother went to Cal Allen and busted his ass to get to where he is now. I don't know where he's at now, but he committed to USC. We need more kids to commit to D1 schools like that, and I just don't understand how within state schools like A&M and Texas aren't going after kids like J.C. Smith.
I say that all the time. Like
that is my
and I'm
not
question.
knocking. I'm not knocking any of the programs. when I say that. Like A&M bringing in Flash from Refugio, that speaks volumes for South Texas. It really does. Like,
I feel like it's more the recruiting coaches and the people put in there that aren't familiar with South Texas because they come from different places. They come from bigger cities, and then when they come, I think it's more that. But I agree with you in the sense that I'm glad they are starting to recruit a little bit more down.
I just wish
the RGV.
I think I get your question.
Yeah, UTRGV.
Yeah, UTRVG is really getting way more
Vaqueros.
You know, they're getting more things. But I agree with you totally on that, especially coming from a big school looking outside. I always thought it's because, and you know, it's no different. And you can put this as a big company if you're Google or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. You start looking at big schools to recruit. You don't look at small stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you're a business owner and you want employees, you want the best resume.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't come from the little schools.
I tell you,
on the college level, I feel like they are getting mistreated, and they shouldn't be when they deserve every opportunity to do that. But now they're getting more looks. They're starting to perform. More players are starting to move up. But I agree with you. It took a while to start looking at that trend.
And my thing is this too. And we had a kid from Veterans. Oh, by the way, that's my honor.
Dixon Myers.
Honorable mention for
the
teams
top five.
Yeah, for the top five, that's gonna transcend downward.
Yeah.
I think it is gonna be Vets because I think
I
that's Flower Bluff's district in the bag.
Because I think it's gonna be between. I know I said
Flower Bluff and Poston North. I think
that's what I was gonna say.
Or maybe Donna could be a surprise.
Here, I'll show you the district. Let's see the district real quick.
But I think the reason why I say Veterans Memorial is because they lost a lot of people in secondary. Christian Sapsuk,
bro, he's a dog.
went to
you think that's because
went to Air Force. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yeah, it's Colorado Springs.
So why isn't
beautiful field.
I was just about to. You're gonna say what I'm thinking. So to answer your question, right?
Yeah.
The reason he said that was because, yes, Corpus is a small city to us in Texas, but by population, it's still
number 75 in the country.
In the state.
In the country.
Okay, regardless. So, even better, number 5 in the country,
right? 75, number 70. So, I know, I never say that.
So,
just in Texas, yes.
Like you said, it's a populated city, right?
Yes,
so, why isn't, his question is, why is Texas A&M letting these talent go to USC?
And it's not just Texas A&M.
It's Texas,
but all of people are starting to look now.
The question is,
you're starting to see it with Baylor, like they're starting to recruit from within.
Yeah.
From the Waco area.
And what my thing is these people you hire from other states, they only know what they know from back at home at their state. So they want to recruit from back there because they have, ties with those high school coaches. And that's usually how it goes.
Bro,
Let's be real.
I played with a teammate that went to TCU. So they're recruiting in the city. They know all these kids.
I'm not saying they
But
don't.
the question he's asking is, why is it that USC is coming and saying, hey, we'll take you to California. Yeah. Air Force is coming, hey, I'll take you to Colorado.
Yeah.
And I mean, Texas A&M, because I can guarantee you that Alabama and Auburn aren't letting all of the pipeline talent out of that state.
No, but that was the question. The question, what he said was...
that was your question, right?
No, he said he's starting to see more people going from those areas. And I was saying that, now we see it, but I thought, my thought process is because you're starting to hire all these coaches or recruiting people that are from Texas, so they don't know this area.
But they're working at Texas A&M, so they
have... but they don't know that area, though. They don't have connections.
They say, hey, you, Ken too, I just hired you. Your ass is going to Corpus. Hey, you're going to Waco.
But how about the guy that's from that city, that went to that school, that started moving to Oklahoma State in the same state? Like that's how most... recruiting in college that's how it's done. Hey, I'm gonna get your quarterback. You know what? I'm taking your assistant coach with me, or I'm taking the head coach with me to come on my team. And then I'm going to go back and start recruiting.
JB wouldn't have that, by the way.
But that is what we was talking. We wasn't talking about nothing like anything else. I was just saying what I was saying. What I literally said was I can see why you're not used to going to those small schools, because most of them hire coaches are from out of state that aren't from those areas and don't know about that area. But if they got to learn.
If I understand the first year that you're saying, but if there's,
you should know it.
Yeah,
But
you should read
relationships.
it.
if you're not from there, you're not going to have that tight relationship.
The point of being a recruiting scout
is to focus on
your specific area and to study the area, study the kids, study the schools, study the coaches. And first, and I'm gonna tell you this, and if there's any
God damn. Scoot. I'm over here
because he keeps raging.
No, it's not. It's literally like all I'm saying is like most of these people that getting hired are from the state.
But back to what I was saying about if you're a recruit watching this show, thank you for watching this shit.
Yes.
But the first thing that a recruit is going to ask a coach, how is his grades? How's his behavior?
Yes. Yep.
You know why? Because they want to know what they're going to bring into the program. And Nick Saban has said this, that first thing that anybody's going to want to know is how's his character? How is he as a person? And this is NFL scouts, NFL owners, NFL coaches. Bill Belichick has had conversations with Nick Saban about players from Alabama. How's his character? How's he as a teammate? How is he as a person in the community? I mean, it's no different from recruiting scouts.
No, I'm saying, but my own thing
I get what you're saying from a first year stance. I totally get it. But after that,
you got to build it.
You got to understand where your priorities are, and you don't know if a USC or Central Florida or UConn's going to come in, and
no, you don't.
And God forbid if UConn comes into Texas and steals talent, because that would be fucking disastrous.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying from somebody that's hired from inside the state.
No, I get
it's
you.
It's a tighter network where you have that communication.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But a lot of these big schools, you know, they got to make names on ESPN. They got to hire a big name, and sometimes it's usually from somewhere else where they don't know.
I get what you're saying, but like when that head coach says, "Hey, you are responsible for scouting the Corpus Christi area," why does the talent not find its way to Texas schools? Like until recently.
Yeah, sometimes it's just communication.
Like
it's
that's
just communication.
That's the
it's no different than
question.
It's no different than this. And I'm gonna put it in a way that it might not go well on this, but like let's say I go out of town and I want to look for something to have fun or party with. I gotta find somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And even then I might get taxed. But in my hometown, I know who to call and I ain't getting taxed.
No, because
you connected.
No, because
you know people in your city.
That has nothing.
It's the same thing. If I'm a high school
it's
coach,
not the same.
No,
thing.
no. If I am connected to that high school,
a high school or college coach?
Yeah, no. We're talking about college coaches recruiting high school. If I'm connected to this high school and I know this high school and I go there on a daily basis, or you know what? Let's say not daily. Let's say like maybe once every 3 months I make a visit. And I have a relationship and a core with not just the coach, the AD, you know, the trainers, things like that. Because you know what? I might be from that city. I might know your mom. I know your aunt.
You might know the taco factory.
I get that.
And that's what I'm saying. It's harder when schools hire people from outside out. It's a little harder for them to recruit in that city if they ain't from there. And that's what I was saying. A lot of times, these in-school states will start recruiting coaches from out of state because they have a big name.
Players or coaches?
Because they want to get some people that they know, and at the same time, they got credibility and they want to build it up. But it doesn't always trickle down to where they're originating, where they're from, and where they have roots. That's why, like, when some coaches are from a certain state, they're like, we attacking this area. Like when Jimmy Johnson was the coach of Miami,
saying.
I'm going to attack. Yeah, but you know what? They're from there.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but if they ain't from there and they're getting...
I'm not saying the coach. Why is Texas A&M or...
That's what they do. Every school does that.
Or let's just say Power 5 in Texas.
It doesn't go by the school. It goes by the coach, bro. It doesn't go by the school.
No,
because whenever fucking Texas hired fucking Charlie Strong used his Florida roots and went after a whole bunch of Florida kids.
That's the whole fucking thing I'm saying. Sometimes you already... What do you mean? I literally... God damn.
Damn, you that...
No. This is the shit that pissed me the fuck off. I literally was talking about when coaches hire people from out of state trying to recruit in state. It's fucking harder.
I think where he's going is like where the head coaches hire say Garrett Riley just went to Clemson, right?
Yes.
Which that was kind of funny to me. He could have went to A&M, but chose Clemson. But we'll talk about that later. But no, I think what he's trying to say is like hiring people outside of the state that you may know as a head coaching point. Yeah. That you bring within. But I understand where DJ's coming from too.
Yeah.
With the whole Charlie Strong pipeline to Florida. That was
great.
That was honestly probably one of the worst mistakes that Charlie Strong could have made. Mm-hmm. Like, you could still get Florida recruits. But
I can't knock him because those 5 dudes
that
he brought in, he didn't even bring them in, but those 5 dudes that he had committed at one time, those were like the top of the line athletes out of Florida.
Oh, definitely.
But only one of them actually made it to campus.
Yeah, and
2 made it to campus, and 1 left after the first week of fall practice.
Yeah, and all I said was when they hire people outside the state, it's hard for them to recruit in state. Yeah. That's all it was. It's nothing more, nothing less.
I don't think it works like that because
the ties. Like I said, so if let's say I pick up a coach from high school to bring in because I'm bringing somebody else because sometimes it happens.
So what are you trying to? You're picking up where are you at?
Okay,
what do you mean? You're at college? You're in the NFL? Where you at?
We are talking about college. We're only talking about college.
So you're the athletic director of the college, okay? Now,
and I hire an in-state high school football coach.
Okay.
He's going to have better ties in that state for recruiting than I hire somebody from Florida, Austin, to recruit in the state of Texas.
Not necessarily, because if you hire a dude from fucking, it's way different than hiring a coach from fucking Dallas than hiring a coach from fucking the Valley.
That's not what I said. I said out of state.
But I'm saying in state.
I said out of state. If I hire a coach from fucking California and I'm bringing him to Texas at Texas State, you think it's going to be easier for him to recruit people around San Marcos and that area, or him to go back to high school in California to try to recruit the people he knows aren't going to go to those big schools to Texas State?
I could say a little bit different about California.
But
them motherfuckers can recruit.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah, okay.
No, I get
Nevada. What did I say? Nevada instead of California. Same shit.
Yeah.
I hired somebody, a coach from Nevada, to be a recruiter at Texas State.
Yeah.
You think he's going to have great communications with high school coaches in the state of Texas?
Yes.
It just depends on...
It depends on the person.
Yeah, because you're like...
It depends on the recruiter.
Because you gotta, but most likely, is it going to be high?
Back to what I was saying.
Let me real quick. The coach at Moody has been there for fucking 20 years and ain't done shit.
Yes.
You think he has connections?
To the city? And who's hiring him? Yes.
Okay. Yes. And that's about as far as it goes.
Yes. Same thing with the school. No different than the school. Because he had to go to a school district, right? The coach had his fucking connections to a college. He got connections to get to that college. Don't mean he gonna do great there because he got hired by that damn college.
No, what I'm saying is these college coaches, they're going to the Sochos, the North Shores. They're not coming to these schools that don't have winning programs. So even if Coach Evans from Miller High School right now was to get hired at a position next season at UT, he can come to Corpus all he wants, but to keep his job, more than likely he's going to have to get some kids from Houston, a Dallas, or somewhere. Am I right?
San Antonio. Yes, but my whole argument was that he has better connections and better ties to this city and this state because where he came from compared to an out-of-state recruiter that just got hired in-state.
I
don't want to say that because that's why they have the Texas High School Coaches Convention. And every time...
It depends on the chemistry of what that recruiting coordinator or recruiting scout has with the kids around the area.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think Justin Evans could recruit very well in inner city towns. But I think guys like, say, for instance, Phil Danaher could recruit in small-time towns because they have an idea of what these kids are like, you know? And it's nothing to knock on anybody.
No. I'm just this is just how I'm thinking. Like, okay, let's say for instance, we got a Refugio head coach, right?
Yeah, Coach Cox.
He gets hired at Ohio State.
Oh shit! That would be a fucking
banger. As a recruiter.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
Is he gonna start recruiting in Texas or more in Ohio? Which one does he have more?
Well, that's a prestigious.
I feel like honestly, he's gonna go 50-50.
And that's why I feel like some people that are more tied in that state, that are just in that state, are better off going. That's why they hire him in that position. They would never hire him as a recruiter. They would never hire him as a recruiter.
They're not. But at the college level, you're not hiring a recruiter to recruit the state. You're hiring a recruiter to recruit the best kids in the fucking nation.
Yeah.
So
unless you're at the fucking Texas State or something,
you got to remember, like, yes, Coach Cox is going to be the head coach at Ohio State. Whatever. He's then going to hire a recruit. What's the title?
But you do know
recruiting scout, recruiting
coordinator, right? Yeah. Then he's going to hire his sub staff. Hey, you got South Texas. You got Midwest.
You got this. You got your region.
So my original question was, why is there so much great Texas talent
outside
of the state of Texas? Because
why are we
all the Georgia talent is probably majority of it is at Georgia or Alabama.
Because the coaches at these big schools stay in their little city and they don't want to go outside.
Well, then why doesn't UTSA or Texas State get them?
That was our question this whole time. It has nothing to do with who you're hiring.
And I'll tell you this: UTRGV is doing a damn good job.
Shout out JB.
Yeah. But that goes to my point. Like you get a guy that was a major college coach, a high school coach in Austin. Yeah, and you recruit him to go be a recruiter at Texas.
And you know what's crazy too?
He gonna feed him like nothing.
Yeah, and I get that.
Nothing.
But
compared to anybody else that come in that city, that go to that school, that want to talk to them.
But mentioning UTRGV recruiting down here, like they have been dominating.
They've been good.
They've been dominating.
I really like you. And I said it earlier.
That's how UTSA got their program off the ground. Like they were
dominating
this area.
And also, they got a guy that coached at Canton Canyon. Mm-hmm. In Travis Bush, he was coaching out there at Canyon, and now he's a head coach for UTRGV. And first thing he does is attack the Valley. Then he attacks the Corpus.
Yeah, no, I understand all that.
That's.
But you have to do that. You have no choice but to do that at a small school. You don't have to do that if you're UT.
But that was my thing we were talking about earlier. Like, you recruit somebody that's a recruiter out of Oklahoma to go to Texas State.
But the question,
you think he's gonna have a great competition?
We get what you're saying.
That's all I was saying. Like,
but your answer is missing what we're asking. The question is, why isn't UT, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, TCU?
I think Texas Tech.
SMU.
Wait.
SMU. Why are like all of these top Texas athletes going to Alabama,
Ohio
State, USC?
And what's your answer? Though? Because I know the answer. No, what's your answer?
Because I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna go different with
Just answer the question. What's your
let
answer?
Me fucking answer.
Answer.
I'm about to. Let me finish. Hey, right? You tell me to chill. Right? I thought you were going to say, why are they going to different places instead of in Texas staying in? And I was going to say, because you get coaches that get recruited out.
You heard Texas A&M and centered on Texas A&M.
And a lot of Texas A&M players, we get a lot of Louisiana. We get a lot of Texas. We get a lot of Oklahoma. We don't just stay in Texas.
Why are Texas players not staying home in Texas? Answer the question.
Because I was going to say, because you get coaches that get recruited at other schools outside of Texas that go back to their home places to recruit. They're not recruiting in the fucking school they're at.
What?
No. What I'm saying is, if I'm from Austin, and I just got hired at LSU, and I got a connection with my Austin high schools, all these South Lakes or whatever, right? I now have one gateway from Austin to Louisiana and the SEC before I went to the Big 12, right? I could come back until all these Austin kids.
I think my question is, why are these Power 5 Texas schools? SMU is a Power 5.
Your argument's not even a good argument because we don't even know how many of these coaches are at these Alabamas, Georgias, and LSUs that are from Texas.
I understand that, but this is what happens.
We don't even know that. We don't even know for a fact if they're in.
I know.
But it's not just Power 5s either.
All of them. But you weren't here. That's what happens when you walk in and out of the room.
I've been watching in my living room the whole time.
I literally was just saying. We literally talked about other people bringing other people to bring.
You know what it comes down to?
Is that why you see people move?
No. And I'm going to give you a straight up answer right now of why.
Oregon is dominating Texas right now.
You know why? Why Texas players don't stay home?
Why?
Because we're UT to the point is barely getting to the point where you go to UT for their pro potential. None of these schools have, as of recently, have had pro potential. None of these schools have sent UT. We barely got our fucking first round player going to the NFL last year and Bijan Robinson, and this year only. Yeah, I think we got one in the first round.
Before that, it was all A&M.
A&M ain't got none in long.
I'm sorry.
We're not talking about 5-star recruits. We're talking about first round draft picks.
They got a couple of linemen. The last big name though from A&M would probably be Myles Garrett, and that was my.
I would say so. And Devin A-Chain too.
He's a bird. Go Birds.
Oh yeah, right. You can't forget.
I got him in the fifth.
Hey, don't also forget about the wide receiver in Arizona.
But what is don't
also forget when
what receiver in Arizona?
Broncos, didn't he just become isn't he a Super Bowl MVP?
Von Miller?
I'm sorry, where'd he go to school?
Nigga, that was like in 2004 when I was in high school.
That's still way longer. That's still way better before when Texas
I'm talking about now. It doesn't matter what fucking R.C. Slocum them did. If fucking Jimbo Fisher isn't sending players to the fucking draft, I'm not going to that school. Same reason why Texas has been glorified all these years, but motherfuckers wasn't going to Texas because Charlie Strong wasn't sending people to the draft, Tom Herman wasn't sending people to the draft, and Steve Sarkisian barely started. So now we're getting those 5-star recruits. Don't fuck with me when it comes to this high school football. This college or high school football shit.
And Sark,
they were doing shit.
Sark is on their ass, bro. He's gonna do good in the SEC.
I agree with that. I think right now Texas is in a great position to be in the SEC.
All they have to do, if they make it to the conference championship game, bonus, great season.
Yeah.
But if they finish like a game, are they in the East or the West?
It doesn't matter. There's no division.
So
there's no division.
Yeah, there's no division.
They took it out?
Yeah.
No,
the top two teams.
Yeah. Two teams play.
So, and I give you a perfect example of what y'all were talking about just a minute ago. Fucking Garrett Wilson came out of Lake Travis High School, which is Austin Lake Travis High School.
Yep.
He said, I'm not going to UT because they ain't sending people to the NFL.
Case in point.
Said and done. It ain't about coaches being from here, recruiting over here.
So it's more about who's sending to the NFL.
That's what it is. Where can I make some fucking money in?
Well, I've been asking the damn question for the last 20 minutes, and that's the first time somebody said that's why.
Now
you weren't here.
Well, now it has to do with NIL. Who's got the bigger bag?
Yes.
Colorado.
Shit.
Oregon is busting out that bag.
They got the unlimited Nike bag, right?
Oregon got money. Utah got money. They all got money.
Nah, Utah ain't got no money when it comes to UT.
Hell, Utah gave every fucking party a fucking brand new fucking truck.
That ain't Utah giving the player. That's a car dealership.
Yes, that's NIL for all of them. No matter what
they give.
That's a signing bonus for anybody that goes there.
They gave them a Dodge truck. UT, we're giving away fucking Lambos.
Yeah, to like 4 people.
We're still giving away Lambos.
Like 4.
I just want to say, to take the Texas A&M baseball coach, what was the buyout? I'm pretty sure you know it. I know. Whatever it was.
We went to this.
UT said, hey, fuck you, and here's a tip. They got money out there, bro.
Right out. Hey, you know what? We did the same thing. We did the same thing to him at TCU. And Texas did the same thing because you know what? They saw a coach that
did he bring a natty to TCU?
For it. All I know is, hey. I'm sorry. And that regional, did Texas beat A&M or did A&M survive and go into the College World Series?
I don't know. Texas coach beat Texas.
That's what I thought.
Texas coach beat Texas.
I'm sorry. And in the last 7 years, how many people got drafted from A&M?
I don't know because I don't watch baseball.
7 every year. When I told y'all motherfuckers be on that MLB team, get out of here. Come on.
Watch fucking football.
Hey, I know y'all are stuck on one sport because when I rep A&M, I rep A&M in basketball,
so bad
golf.
That you have to start going to swimming and baseball.
I just want to say, Johnny football ain't play football in a minute.
In Texas, we could just stick to football, men's basketball,
y'all
and women's
suck at every other sport.
We just got to stick it all
Y'all suck at every other sport. So you only got football. Y'all only can support.
Bro, we got swimming national championships, golf national championships.
And we don't know. We ain't got golf now.
We just won the volleyball national championship.
Y'all are great at volleyball.
Volleyball, y'all straight invalid.
Volleyball. Tennis, y'all can't do shit. Golf, y'all can't do shit. You want to see somebody on track?
I don't know about that.
You better remember that shit. Baseball, it's been there for years.
We got to go to Texas.
And who?
Katie Ledecky, didn't she go to Texas?
I don't. No.
From Texas. Big difference.
But we got pro golfers.
But you even said it yourself. Texas baseball been shit for the last couple years.
I mean,
yeah, and you know who been great? You even said it. A&M been kicking that ass.
That was this year.
Soccer, we do
this year.
I
can 100% guarantee you Texas A&M fans will take a losing soccer season, a losing tennis season, a losing baseball season.
We talked about this on the pod already.
Listen, for one winning football season. I can guarantee
you
that.
Yes. All day.
You're trying to answer my question before I can even finish.
I literally just said on the pod.
Your motherfucking ass down.
Well, because I literally on the pod I just said, for one national championship, I'd give all that up. I'd give all that up for one national football championship.
You ain't going to be alive to see that national championship.
I wouldn't give up on women's basketball.
Not in the SEC.
You know what? I wouldn't give up on women's basketball championship. I wouldn't give up none of our golf championship. I would like tennis.
You probably wouldn't, but I guarantee you 98% of every other A&M fan will, and you're probably only saying that because you're here. If you were in a room full of A&M people, they would look at your ass stupid.
This is the difference. You know what the difference is? I bleed maroon and white because I went to that school and I was there every day for that shit.
Okay.
It's different when you're a fan outside and you ain't part of that alumni. You ain't got that degree. You didn't go to that school. You didn't spend all them hours trying to.
It don't matter. You didn't play for the Dallas Cowboys.
I didn't.
The fuck?
Do I support the Dallas Cowboys?
Do I play for the Dallas Cowboys?
Do I support this? Do I support this Dallas Cowboys like I support A&M?
You didn't even play for A&M.
But I paid to get that degree and I fucking got that shit. And hell yeah, I was there.
So
Midnight Yell, all that shit. I was
doing
there
that gay shit.
Hey, I was there when Johnny was there. I was there when shout out to Malcolm Kennedy. Shout out to all my brothers out there. Fuck that shit. They don't want to. You know what? It's all good. It is what it is. That's what happens when you TU.
So I gotta.
11:30, Kyle Field. We gonna be there and we'll see what they say.
Still gonna kick y'all's ass. We sent.
Let's see.
Hey.
Let's see.
We sent y'all to the SEC. We sent y'all there.
That's a fact.
And you followed us.
We didn't follow you.
You followed
being an
us.
Auburn fan. Wait.
Followed us.
As an Auburn fan, we invited them.
No. Yeah. You followed. Exactly.
As an Auburn fan, we invited them.
Hey,
and you still lost in every other sport because even though we went to the SEC,
hold on.
The only sport.
Okay.
For people that don't know anything about TU and A&M, the only sport we don't play against Texas is football. We still play. No.
Why is that?
Yo, it's the only sport.
Last time I checked,
we still play bad.
I'm not from here, right? Let me make sure I got this right. I got here like 07.
Let's be real.
Texas used to bust that ass, right?
If y'all want to go there, we can go there.
Okay, so
only football we don't play. We still playing basketball.
No, why don't we play in football though?
Because we're not in the Big 12.
Because y'all got mad that they had the Longhorn Network.
No. That's why. That's why. No. Y'all want to go there? Y'all want to go there? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that Longhorn Network canceling? Because you go to the SEC. Y'all are canceling the Longhorn Network.
Because the SEC said y'all ain't gonna have that shit.
Exactly. Longhorn said, they told you cut it off. They said no.
Yeah, we still have it.
They still got it though. But the reason why
this is the last year.
We still have it.
If you remember correctly, the reason why Texas A&M, I'm gonna tell you why. Texas A&M is in the SEC because when the Longhorn Network came out, they were crying. Yep. Y'all were crying. Nebraska was crying. Colorado was crying. Somebody else, Missouri was crying. And Oklahoma said, "Nigga, get paid."
Yeah, that's fine.
That's why.
But why y'all leaving the Big 12 now?
Huh?
Why y'all leaving the Big 12 now?
Fucking money.
One word.
Okay, so
revenue, nigga.
And for the last 3 years, who's been the number one in revenue when it comes to football?
Y'all had all that revenue. Y'all had all that revenue.
Texas number 2. You better look that shit up. Look it up right now.
I just want him to know.
Look it up right now.
Missouri made it to an SEC championship game before.
You better look that shit up right now.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
We had more revenue than Texas.
Okay, so
look that shit
hold on. Time out for a second. So the last time I checked,
I love how like non-alumni Texans are arguing for the University of Texas.
Why is that?
Because it's like it's
we're actual fans.
It's just so funny to me. Like y'all fight so hard. Y'all fight so hard. No, bro. Y'all fight.
Texas A&M ain't even in the top 5.
Y'all want to bet?
What the fuck you want to bet? Because
rankings of 2022. 2022.
What you said the last 3 years.
Hit that block.
Is it 2020?
Hit block.
2022.
It doesn't matter. They would have. It's always the same shit.
In the state of Texas. In the state of Texas. in the state of Texas.
That says March 20.
They said in the state of Texas with football revenue. You gonna tell me?
No, this is 2024 right here. Here we go.
So you got Ohio State, Texas, Alabama,
7.
Michigan, Georgia, LSU, and then you have.
Can you just one time say I'm wrong, y'all? Just say it. and I will forgive you for everything.
I say I'm wrong. I'm gonna say I'm wrong because it's the only way to shut him up. No. Because you talk a lot of shit about other shit, and you never say you're wrong. You never say you're wrong.
You were wrong, and you don't want to admit you were wrong. Damn. What are we doing this
wait.
for?
I got another fact. The Texas A&M football rivalry has been played between
Texas has a Texas is one more.
1915 and 2011.
76 to 30. 76, 37, 5.
It is 76 to 37 and 5.
Yeah, I fucking know that. Ain't no everybody know that shit. That ain't fucking new.
Yeah.
Baseball?
You want to go to baseball? You want to see? Oh yeah, tell me the last score in baseball. Tell me the last score in baseball. Tell me the last score in baseball.
One argument, he switches to a whole nother. Once he's wrong in one argument, he switches to a whole nother.
No, he just asked baseball before me. I didn't ask that fool asked
Hang on. Since we're talking about recency bias now, when was the last time y'all won a conference championship in football?
Never. A long time.
98.
Yup. Oh, thank you for knowing. Yeah,
When was the last time they went to one?
Yeah, cool.
When was the last time they went?
Cool.
To a 90?
To a conference.
No, she's a Bama.
98?
Yeah, it's a Bama. We ain't got shit. I admit that. What's wrong with that?
You the one defending
Alabama.
I'm not defending that. You literally just said baseball, and I said check the last score.
Do you want to hear the baseball?
No, you said baseball. I said check the last score, and Derek said I'm switching arguments.
If you want to know, Texas holds a 240
I know. I said check the last score. Did I not just
baseball.
say check the last score?
What does the last score have to do with the
Oh, so
all-time?
that's the last game.
The all-time rivalry.
Okay, so when they lost to go to the World Series, who beat them? Super regional.
Why are you talking about one game when it's talking
That's
about?
what he brought up.
Okay, because if you want to bring
brought it up.
okay,
How
well,
you fucking go
the
ask
last
me?
time Texas played Texas A&M in
fucking
football,
brought it
Texas
up.
won. So,
Bro brought it up. I didn't bring up baseball.
because we don't have to bring that
I did not
up because
bring
it
up
doesn't.
baseball.
One game don't matter.
I didn't bring up baseball. Lucky literally just said, and in baseball, and I said,
of it wasn't the last game.
okay, what's the last score on the
Let's
fucking
ask our guest. What was the
Yep.
premise of me bringing up baseball?
All time.
Thank you.
That's what he said, and I go, and that's what I said.
But
check
you keep
the last
saying
score.
what was the
Why do we need to check the last score?
Oh, that's the most important, right? That's the most recent thing.
As an
'Cause
Auburn
y'all were
fan,
Why are we?
No, because if we're talking
Alabama.
about
So-
who's the greatest football program of all time,
I never said nothing about that.
listen.
I never said anything.
I'm giving you a comparison. If we're talking about who's the greatest football program of all time, fucking Miller or Ray, we're not gonna sit here and say check the last score.
We're gonna look at the facts.
No.
If he's gonna switch the
we're
fucking
not gonna
sport
say
up,
check the last
okay,
score.
if he's gonna go, all right, let's go to baseball. I'm gonna say
still
check the
talking
last
all
fucking
time,
score.
not the freaking sport.
And I
I'm
said, I
talking
already know what you're
record.
talking about, and I said check the last
Everybody
score.
in the room knew we were talking all-time record.
No, they didn't. They read your
I
fucking
did.
mind.
I did.
Yo,
Did you?
really? Y'all read each other's mind? Cause y'all don't read my mind when I be
He
talking.
said-
Okay. He was talking about all the sports,
Yes.
all-time records,
And I just said check the last
Which
score.
he brought up.
and the
I
three
didn't say, all I said was check the last score.
and the three major male sports. Texas owns A&M.
What's the third one?
Basketball.
Let's go basketball.
And I'll be honest, man. Like both A&M and Texas in basketball are fucking atrocious.
Okay, who's got the most recent basketball championship?
Oh Jesus.
What?
Basketball.
None of them have never won a basketball.
Want to bet? You want to bet?
Texas A&M won a basketball.
You want to
national
bet?
championship
You
with
better
the
coach.
Warriors?
You better talk about Coach Blair with respect on his name.
So now he wants to go to women's basketball.
Oh, I said basketball. It don't matter, right? I said fucking basketball.
When he says basketball, wouldn't you automatically?
No, I said basketball.
I said-
Wouldn't you automatically assume he was talking men's basketball when
Yeah.
he said
That's
basketball?
you.
I said males.
He
I
said
no.
his exact quote before you went off.
Oh my
Listen
God.
for 2 seconds, my
Y'all
nigga.
really
Turn your
gonna
head
piss
around.
me
Don't make
off.
you not wrong. His
like,
exact
y'all be
quote was
talking
the
that
three
bullshit.
men's sports.
He didn't say men's.
He did.
He did.
He posed the
I'm
question.
talking. He asked the question.
He did.
He did.
No,
He did.
He literally said, then said what? What school? And I said basketball. He literally said what? I just said basketball. You want to fucking rewind that shit? I put another fucking K on that bitch.
I love this fucking show.
I put a K on that hoe, bro. Like, don't fuck with me when it come to this shit. I literally just said, he said what? I said basketball. Basketball. I didn't, that was it. He didn't say men's. He didn't say women's. Derek literally said basketball. And I said, yeah, basketball. Who got the most championships? Don't matter if it's men's or women's. It was fucking basketball. That's the whole thing.
But what about what I said?
No, what you said is right. I'm going to hear. I never said nothing about what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
And that's when these motherfuckers get that shit twisted. And I don't like that shit. You like to twist that shit.
Ain't nobody twist this shit. Keep the fuck up.
Bro, that's the fucking shit. He literally just fucking said basketball.
Yelling don't make
you know
you
what the fuck I said? Basketball. Replay that bitch. Replay it. I got 500 on it right now. Replay that bitch.
Hold on. You want to talk women's basketball all time or current?
No, I just said who had the last basketball championship.
The last.
See, everybody want to switch that shit. You literally were just saying basketball. I said who had the last one. You don't give a fuck about it, right?
I think it'd be
last one is.
I thought we were talking all time.
I just said basketball. I didn't say all time. We ain't talking all time. You said basketball. You asked basketball. I said fucking basketball. That's the shit. Y'all want to restate the fucking statement.
What about most championships out of
Texas?
Okay, that's fair.
Now, it ain't fucking hard. He literally, I even said in the other one, Texas. But you said basketball. I said who had the most recent championship in basketball? Did I say men's? Did I say women's? I said basketball.
Hold on.
Who had the most?
I said who had the most recent?
Corey said, DJ, see what I tagged you in? They want that spaghetti smoke.
No shit, they do. That's what fucking give them
They're not talking about. I don't know. Oh man, I love this fucking show. You know that? This is fucking awesome.
But it was literally basketball.
Hey, King, what's your phrase? Stay off the alcohol.
Oh, bro, you be talking that
when it
bullshit.
comes down to
No.
Texas A&M women's basketball has the same amount of national championships as Texas women's basketball.
I'm going to let that shit slide real quick. Because I'm going to let that shit slide, bro.
When it comes down to it.
No. I'm going to let that shit slide and I'm going to end the show like that. Because you don't want me to repeat what I'm gonna say next.
Yeah, because my girl ready to kick your ass out.
No, bro. Because you're like on the real, like you ain't there yet to say some shit like that. No, you really ain't, bro.
Uh-oh.
In the show.
That's the end of fucking Riding High Sports. It's fucking Lucky Lamar, Can2, fucking TJ in the building. Woo! TJ Little King. Crazy fucking heated episode today. You would have thought Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, and fucking everybody else was in this bitch. Mad Dog and all of them, man. It was crazy. It was a fucking great show.
I might as well really got to talk Jason about Whitlock on this.
Shout out to all the high schools we talked about. We didn't really talk about high school football that much. That's why I really wanted them on the show so they can cover that. And, man, shout out to that. Other than that, man, we just get crazy. You know how it is when we out here. Till then, next time, we'll see you next week. Fucking
cheers.
Hey, Lucky Lamar gonna be hosting the show next week. So we'll see what he come up with, what topics he got. And until then, man.